For decades, Nigeria and South Africa have been at the forefront of African politics, economics, and diplomacy. However, the relationship has often been turbulent, marred by a history of diplomatic spats, xenophobic violence, and economic rivalry. While both nations have a deep shared history in their respective repatriation movements, Nigeria's fight against colonial rule and South Africa's against apartheid, their relationship has grown increasingly complex in recent years. The tension often manifests in both official and unofficial avenues, be it through government policies, economic actions, or even on the streets. A striking instance of this tension occurred in 1998 during what should have been a momentous occasion for Nigerian Airways, a historic test flight from Lagos to Johannesburg. It marked the beginning of what was hoped to be a viable route between the two economic giants. Yet, this significant milestone never lived up to its promise, as the flight never returned to Johannesburg after that singular trip. Beyond this, the reception held in honor of the flight turned into an unexpected platform for exposing the deeper cracks in the Nigeria-South Africa relations. According to Austin Okeke, a witness to the incident, South Africa's first ambassador to Nigeria, George Nene, had imposed a repatriation fee on Nigerian visa applicants, which came to light during the reception in Johannesburg. Okeke took the bold step of confronting Ambassador Nene about these unfair practices, catching him off guard and causing public embarrassment. This revelation prompted Nigeria's High Commissioner in Pretoria at the time, late Ambassador Shehu Malahmi, to impose a similar fee on South African visa applicants, demonstrating a principle of diplomatic reciprocity. The immediate implementation of this policy was a turning point, illustrating that Nigeria would not tolerate discriminatory practices against its citizens. As Okeke recalls, the incident left Ambassador Nene furious, but upon returning to Nigeria, Nene promptly removed the repatriation fee, a victory for Nigeria. This moment symbolized how diplomacy is not just an exchange of pleasantries, but also a field where national pride and sovereignty are fiercely protected. The embarrassment suffered by Ambassador Nene demonstrated how sensitive and fragile the relationship between these two countries could be. Reciprocity, as Malami demonstrated, is not just a diplomatic tool, it is a principle, one that will soon become the undercurrent in many of the conflicts to come. Economic rivalry between the two nations has often been a source of tension. South African businesses such as telecommunications giants MTN, MultiChoice, and Standard Bank have a significant presence in Nigeria. At times, these businesses have found themselves targeted as part of retaliatory acts during diplomatic spats or outbursts of xenophobia. Nigeria has in turn expanded its businesses in South Africa, but the imbalance in trade and business operations remain a point of contention. Each country views the other's economic success in its territory with suspicion. One notable incident of economic rivalry occurred in 2017 when xenophobic violence fled in South Africa, leading to the death of 116 Nigerians between 2015 and 2017. Many Nigerians living in South Africa have long been targets of these violent outbreaks, which are fueled by economic anxieties and perceptions that foreign nationals are taking local jobs. The Nigerian government's response to these attacks has often been one of outrage, with diplomatic recalls such as the 2017 withdrawal of High Commissioner Kabiru Bala serving as both symbolic and practical demonstrations of Nigerians' anger. These incidents have given rise to a lingering animosity that surfaces sporadically. For example, in recent years, South African citizens have accused Nigerians of dominating certain economic sectors, such as the informal business and entertainment industries. In South Africa, Nigerians, on the other hand, argue that South African companies often exploit the Nigerian market without reciprocating by creating substantial local employment or reinvesting profits back to the Nigerian economy. This economic tug-of-war often forms the backdrop to much of the diplomatic friction between the two countries. In today's world, social media has become an essential platform for expressing these national tensions. A recent example of this took place earlier in 2024 when Nigerians and South Africans engaged in heated exchanges on social media over the citizenship of Chidinma Adesina, a 23-year-old model born to a Nigerian father and a South African mother. Adesina's decision to quit the South African beauty contest and later accept an invitation to represent Nigeria in the Miss Universe pageant sparked nationalistic debates that further fueled the rivalry between both nations. While such incidents may seem trivial, they reveal a deeper underlying tension, the question of identity and belonging in two nations that have long viewed each other as competitors. Another significant flashpoint on social media occurred during the boat war.
Kotoro? 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 Kotoro?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Kotoro, yes, I can.
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm in a hurry. Where are you, man?
I said I'm on Uzumba. I was saying I'm about 5 minutes, but I'm about 3 minutes away now.
Okay, make it fast. Make
So
it
I'm
fast.
just going to turn it.
Make fast.
Yes, but I need to know exactly where exactly are you? Are you at law school or
I'm at
Maidamori Park?
no, I'm at law school.
Law school.
Yes, law school.
All right, you see me in a white Nissan. You see me in 2 minutes. White Nissan.
Yeah. You have aircon, right? This place is hot.
Sorry?
You have aircon. This place is
The
hot.
network is bad.
You have aircon, right?
And I didn't get that. You mean AC?
You have aircon. This place is hot.
I have AC. I have air conditioner. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Okay, so make it fast.
There's air conditioner in the car. You see me in a minute now. All right?
Sure.
So if you come out now, you see a white Nissan
Same.
just driving by there.
Sure.
So I need to see you because I don't know exactly where you are.
A blue jean and a white shirt.
Okay, all right.
Sure.
Blue jean, white shirt. All right. Before, remember?
Yes, I did.
Yes, and then I answered, and then I was still chatting to you, and then you cancelled the order. Then I left, and then you asked again, and then it gets through, and then you get me again after I've done another trip. I'm still talking to you. That's why I was asking your number because you cancelled.
Where are you?
I'm going to be not at the airport, at the hotel because the taxi driver. You see when you are out.
Who's this guy? Is he an evil guy?
The war began when South Africans began making fake ride requests through the popular ride-hailing app Bolt in Nigeria. Nigerians in turn retaliated by engaging in similar disruptive behavior. This tit-for-tat action, while seemingly harmless, exemplifies the spirit of reciprocity and competition that has long been the hallmark of the Nigeria-South Africa relationship. Even minor incidents can easily spiral into full-blown nationalistic feuds as each side strives to assert its dominance. The rivalry between Nigeria and South Africa also extends beyond economics and diplomacy to cultural realms such as music and sports. At the 2024 Grammy Awards, South African pop star Tyler beat out 4 Nigerian singers to win the inaugural Best African Music Performance category. This victory sparks a social media firestorm as many Nigerians felt their nation's dominance in the Afrobeat genre should have guaranteed a win. While the competition was friendly, it nonetheless reignited the age-old debate over which country is Africa's true cultural powerhouse. Sports, too, have played a significant role in stoking nationalistic sentiment. When the Nigerian national football teams faced off in the semi-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire earlier this year, it quickly became more than just a football match. The game turned into a symbol of national pride for both nations, with citizens on both sides taking to social media to taunt, clap back, and revel in their respective victories for defeat. Of course, Nigeria eventually won South Africa in that encounter. However, beyond the competition in cultural and sports arenas, the most troubling aspect of the Nigerian-South Africa rivalry is the recurring wave of xenophobic violence. South Africans have often targeted Nigerians in brutal attacks, accusing them of taking jobs and contributing to crime in the country. For many Nigerians, these attacks evoke deep feelings of betrayal. Nigeria was a staunch supporter of the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa, providing financial and political support during the dark days of apartheid. To be treated with violence and hostility in return has left many Nigerians bitter and resentful. Conversely, South Africans argue that the influx of Nigerians and other foreign nationals into their country has exacerbated social and economic problems. High unemployment rates, poverty, and a growing wealth gap have fueled xenophobic attitudes, with foreigners often scapegoated for problems that are, at their core, deeply systemic. However, the violence that has resulted from these tensions has far-reaching consequences for both nations, as it erodes trust and deepens diplomatic rift. The relationship between Nigeria and South Africa is one that is both deeply interconnected and fraught with tension. With the horse of diplomacy to the streets of Johannesburg and Lagos, from the music stages of the Grammys to the football fields of AFCON, the rivalry between these two nations continue to play out across various spheres of life. While moments of cooperation and mutual respect have emerged, as seen in the instance of diplomatic reciprocity imposed by Ambassador Shehu Malami, these have often been overshadowed by larger incidents of violence, economic competition, and cultural rivalry. Yet, the future of both nations may be best served by focusing on the areas where they can collaborate rather than compete. Whether in trade, politics, or cultural exchange, Nigeria and South Africa have much to gain from a stronger, more cooperative relationship. However, as history has shown, building this relationship will require mutual respect, trust, and a willingness to confront and resolve the deep-seated issues that continue to divide them. Only then can the true potential of this African partnership be realized.